2017 was a year of RPGs, and I didn't see it coming. And it just hit me like a truck, and I was so overwhelmed with all of the games that came out that I barely played any of them, and I feel so bad about that. And in fact, I decided that this year, I want to try to stay abreast of current events, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about some of the games that I've had on my radar for this year, maybe this year, games that are coming up that I'm actually anticipating. You might even say, hyped. I'm not usually a very good hype person, but I'll get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, that's still pretty hot. So the first game that I'm most excited to see is Project Octopath Traveler. This is actually a game that's just right around the corner, and the other day I misspoke in my Lost Sphere review when I said that Tokyo RPG Factory was involved with Project Octopath Traveler. I fixed the video, but I want to make a point here and say that this is actually not by those same people. This is actually a game that's being developed by Squaresoft, directly the same team as the people behind Bravely Default. And now this game is very beautiful. It's actually, I told you I lived under a rock. I didn't actually see screenshots of this for the longest time until about like a month or two ago, and when I saw them, my jaw dropped. It's just so, it's got that depth of field and kind of like a tilt-shifted kind of look to it, and just this, oh my gosh, it looks so good. Just from what I've seen of the game already without having any hands-on, I am legitimately hyped. So that doesn't usually happen to me. This isn't usual SuperDerek. I am hyped for Project Octopath Traveler. And then the next game that's going to be coming out right after that, right on the heels, it'll probably give you time to finish Project Octopath Traveler, but the next game that you're going to want to get is Dragon Quest XI. Now this is a game that I have been hoping that I could just prepare myself for by playing through all the Dragon Quests in advance. I have only made it through 5, so that's probably not going to happen, especially because 6, 7, and 8 just get even longer and longer, and then there's an online one that I'm never going to play. But Dragon Quest XI is bringing it back to the console, which we haven't seen since Dragon Quest VIII, which is my favorite Dragon Quest, so we're going to have that back on a console, and it looks gorgeous. I can't be more hyped for a Dragon Quest game than I already am for just Dragon Quest in general. Give me more Dragon Quest. Give me Dragon Quest 12. I hope they announce it at E3 this year. Hype. Jesus, this is corny as hell. Now, you guys haven't really seen me play or talk about very many strategy RPGs, and there's a good reason for that. It's not a series that genre that I've really gotten into before. The first one that I've actually played to completion was Summon Night 6, and only because I deeply respected the guys at Gaijin Works. So I played that, and I actually had a really good time with it. I played some Suikoden 2 as well, which had some strategy RPG elements mixed in, and that was a lot of fun, and it left me really wanting more. And now I'm finally starting to play through Shining Force, if you guys haven't seen those streams. I'm playing through Shining Force because I want to review it, and we're going to do that, and so far I'm having a blast. These recent events have whetted my appetite for more strategy RPGs, or tactical RPGs. If somebody knows the difference between tactical RPGs and strategy RPGs, please tell me in the comments a very detailed description so I can, figure this out for myself. But Fire Emblem is coming out for the Switch. Now, Fire Emblem is supposed to be very similar to the game that I'm playing right now, Shining Force. I guess Shining Force actually kind of copied Fire Emblem. Now, I haven't played very much of Fire Emblem before. I played it a little bit on the Wii, and I had a pretty good time, but I just eventually forgot that I had it and just kind of stopped playing it. So this is a game that I do want to take a look at when it comes out, and it's coming out for the Switch. It's supposedly sometime in 2018, so we have that to look forward to. And also, apparently coming out in 2018 is the long-awaited Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 is a game that I've been looking forward to for like about a decade now. I think that's when they announced it. It feels like it's been in development forever. I was a little concerned that it might have been in development hell for a while, but it looks like it's actually going to come out, and I've heard some pretty good things about it, so I can't wait to take a look at it myself. So the thing about Kingdom Hearts 3, though, is that I haven't really played all of the Kingdom Hearts. I was playing Kingdom Hearts 1, and then I played Kingdom Hearts 2, but there were some games that happened between the two of them, and I played it, and I was like, who is this? What happened? Because this is definitely not where I left off in Kingdom Hearts 1, and I was confused. I still really enjoyed the game, much improved over the previous, but there's so many other games in the series, and it's hard to tell which ones I need to play and which ones I should play and which ones I can skip. And it sounds like I could probably skip them all, but I don't know if I would be getting the same experience. So I'm a little confused about Kingdom Hearts 3 and what I need to do to prepare myself for it, but I'm still excited to play it nonetheless because the gameplay is super fun. Even though the plot tends to go off into weird directions at times. But, you know, what are you gonna do? So now I'm done talking about games that I think have been announced to have come out in 2018 or planned to come out in 2018. We're getting into some uncharted territories, and I'm not talking about Uncharted. Why would you think that? This is a game. This is about games from Japan featuring role playing. It's not that kind of game. That was a terrible segue into Shin Megami Tensei 5, which is announced as coming soon. Let's be honest, coming soon could be coming in 2020 for all we know. So don't get too hyped about it yet, but the fact that that's been announced and it looks like it's probably gonna come to the Switch, if the Switch is still an active console in 2020, it probably will be. I am cautiously optimistic because I haven't yet really felt let down by Atlas so far. Except for Persona 3's The Answer, which, yeah, let's not talk about that. Now this is a game that we might not even get in the United States, and it's by Platinum Studios. Now this is a game that I actually just found out about today, but it looks really good. It was, we've got some trailers from back in January. It's called Grand Blue Fantasy. Well, it looks like an action RPG where you have team-based combat. It might be open world, maybe. We don't know. I don't know. But I'm hyped for it because it looks so good, and it looks like the combat within the game seems like it's gonna be pretty solid. I saw some trailer of somebody like walking through a town, not really interacting with anybody, but just like watching the people in it. Very, very little is known about this game, especially to me, because like I said, I just found out about it. And before I go, I wanted to leave you guys with 3 honorable mentions, and they're only honorable mentions because I just don't know enough about them yet to really get super excited, but I am excited to find out more about them, and I plan to get them and play them. And they are The World Ends With You Final Remix. I remember playing it on the DS, and I had a good time with it, and I want to play it again, especially in like higher resolution without like a little stylus, because that annoyed me. The next game that I'm really excited to hear more about is Dragon Quest Builders 2. This is also supposedly going to be coming out sometime in 2018. I can't believe Dragon Quest Builders 1 came out in 2016. And I've only just recently decided that Dragon Quest Builders actually sounds like a good game. So Builders 2, I need to look into way more, because Dragon Quest Builders 1, super fun, looks super awesome, I want to give it a shot, and Dragon Quest Builders 2, I'm sure will be an improvement upon that in probably every single way. Now finally, this isn't a JRPG, or arguably some people might say it's not even an RPG, but that doesn't keep me from being excited about Shenmue 3. 2018 is definitely still a year that we have a lot of RPGs to look forward to, and apparently even beyond. So these are the games that I'm hyped for, and I hope that you can be hyped for, because we've got a lot of RPGs to play still. With that said, guys, let's try a different sign off this time. Let's go with, actually, leave your comments in below what I should sign off with next time, but this time, let's go with Hasta la RPGs, baby. That's so bad.